Spielelabel. So, bevor ich das mache, so will ich da stehen bleiben? So, Reed Thompson, jetzt geben wir mal ein paar Fakten auf den Tisch.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts?
Ich habe mit Adelaide gesprochen, sie weigert sich, solange du hier bist. Ich habe deine Botschaft überbracht, aber bin nicht überzeugt. Direkt.
Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes. But I have done my best for this town.
Ich brauche diese Siedlung eine andere Tür. Die Stadt ist keine Katastrophe. Nur dieser Stadt haben plus. Aber Nathy hat mich gebeten, Medikamente für ihn zu spielen. Das sage, da bin ich drüber. Das Adelaide ist ein Sternenland. Okay, das hat man. Das ist auch nicht mit einigen.
I am a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home.
Angreifen. Naja, Hausbild. Adelaide ist eine nicht. Kann ihn das mal überzeugen?
I don't believe you.
Ja, klar.
Reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic.
Der beste Heim ist eine gute Arbeitsmoral. Ich meine, hier gibt es nicht mal gute Arbeitsmoral. Er ist hier nichts anderes als Saltuna. Kein Wunder, dass ihr werdet.
You are disparaging our parent company, and it is not appreciated. We are a Spacer's Choice Saltuna cannery. We eat Saltuna here, and only Saltuna.
Jeden Tag 5 sofort. Ich gehe dann auch wieder. Ja, alles klar. Viel Spaß. Abend. Doch. Ich bin mir ziemlich sicher, dass ihr wegen eurem Essen krank seid. Doch der List.
I don't understand. You say Adelaide's growing her own food, but that should not be possible. The soil's gone sour. Company said as much. Our own botanists couldn't grow decent crops for us, so the company got rid of them and shut down the greenhouse.
Mann, ist das ein Trottel, der Typ. Der hat einen Weg gefunden, Nahrung anzubauen. Sie wird erst kommen, wenn was braucht, ist um nicht zu zeigen. Oder? Das ist ja.
You will excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil?
Lügen, sie hat mit menschlicher Taschen den Finger sagt, wird erfüllt. Sie steht ihre Pflanze mit einem besonderen Wild. Ich weiß nur, dass das irgendwas mit extrem komplizierten Mathekram zu tun hat. Das funktioniert.
If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs.
Natürlich.
I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me.
weiß, du musst das nicht machen. Was sind deine Pläne?
A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any of them.
Das muss hart für dich sein.
I have always tried to do right by my town. It has never been easy.
Okay, der ist wieder sehr gut, dann eben. Ohne den zu töten. Die Option gab's. So. Gute Nachrichten.
Look at that. The snake's come back.
Stark. Sind Karen.
I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward.
Alle Lace erhalten. Edgewater ist besser da. Aber das Chaos sollte in Ordnung bringen. Ja, das ist.
This don't put us on even footing, you understand. But it is a start. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
So, ist doch gut, echt gut ausgegangen, nehme ich mal.
That was a good thing you did, Captain. Helping to bring the deserters and Edgewater folks back together. I hope you rest well on that.
Kann ich ja plündern. Das auseinandernehmen, ja.
What happened? Transformer again?
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what to do.
Adelaide meinte, sie.
Adelaide said that? Was she sober at the time?
Huh?
I never imagined she'd step foot in Edgewater long as Reed ran the town. Something must have changed in Edgewater. Adelaide's good as family. If she's going back, so are we.
Das ist schön.
Never liked Reed much. Can't say I'm sorry he's gone.
Schön.
Zoe says she fought her way out of a marauder camp with her own bare hands.
Was verkaufst du? Essen.
Nothing.
Oh,
With the power gone, we've got to conserve ourselves.
okay. Was ist denn dieser Tier? Was wir sagen?
Keep your wits
Huh?
Keep your wits
Nicht.
about you, friend.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Keep your wits.
Okay. Ist das schön, als erledigt habe. Üben. Einzeln. Achso. Ah. Okay, ich kann es jetzt einzeln verteilen. Ah. Oder ich bin sofort. Chance von weiter zusätzliche Munitionsverräter bei Händen 100%. Eine Gewinne bei Händen. Bade und Auflader der technischen Situation. Also die Fähigkeit schneller Überladung ist gut. Das nehme ich. Nicht. Schade. Raus. Ich ja. Die Schockstock. Nee, was? Betäubungsschlagstock. Mit Nieten dran ist. Betäubungsschlagstock. In einem fremden Unreliable. Ja, kann hier meinen Job. Ich kann momentan nicht schnell reisen. Ich muss jetzt hinlaufen. Kann ich endlich da hingehen? Was? Ich bin hingelaufen. Okay. Hab ich auch Kommunikation. Kommunikation ist ein riesiges Problem, ja. Oh, ist ein Riesenvieh. Geh weg. Hat der Schmuck bei sich? Jetzt will ich wieder. Ah. Oh. Immer noch. Stick. Okay. Die Waffe ist stark. Macht ordentlich Schaden. Ich bin wieder überfahren. Kann Loot nicht einfach liegen lassen. Geht doch. 2 Kilo. Das kann ich. Ah, das ist das kann, Und das ist nicht. Da muss ich mal ins Kühl. Das sieht schon nice.
Is this your ship?
Ja.
Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling.
Ich kann das verstehen, dass du nicht. Was kann ich auf den Chef?
Well, it's kind of you to say that. And you're right. I wasn't happy. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves from my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
Ich bin nicht daran interessiert. Lebo. Muss erst kennengelernt. Warum willst du Wildfremden nicht rein?
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. Edgewater was on the verge of collapse before you showed up. You sent them power, and now the town might see another season. And you talked Miss McDevitt into coming back to town. Maybe one day, Edgewater will have a garden where that cannery once stood. You ain't exactly a stranger anymore. You've done some kindness hereabouts. I wouldn't mind following somebody like that.
Ja, willst du wirklich dringend aus? Komm, lieber. Ja, ich gehe damit. Such dir eine Kabine aus dem
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I'm not a captain.
Dann rein mit dir. Los! Rein! Zum Befehl! Er ist auch schon da.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
Du darfst reinkommen. Hier ist
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community. What can I do for you, Captain?
Ich habe den
Do
Energieregulator.
you know how to install a power regulator?
Ja, weiß ich.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Okay. Hinter mir. Also hoch. Weg. Lass sie weg. Energieregulator installieren. Da läuft das Ding wieder. Das hier berufliche Kompetenz setzen. Möchtest du 500 Bit ausgeben, um eigentlich von Vorwärts? Nö. Damit habe ich schon so viel mit meiner. Ist das die Kamera? Das ist die Überwachungskamera? Ja. Willkommen aboard. Transportschiff. Angelum Kolonie 2325 unreliable.
What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Das tun Tschüss. Against all odds.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Nee, sehr schön. Hoffe ich doch, dass
Based on my initial calculations of Dr. Wells's personality, that seems highly unlikely.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
kommst zum Punkt 4 jetzt. Mir sieht schwindelig aus, weil da Mini-Besser.
What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Culkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
In Ordnung, dann rede ich schon mit dieser Gladys. Warum brauche ich einen Navigationsschlüssel? Nicht. Wollte mal, du willst, dass ich mit meinen Leuten auf dem Schwarzmarkt einlasse? Wollte ich gut. Zwischen
In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia, and in theory, I suppose you might survive the experience. Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures, more than capable of tearing you limb from limb. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Culkelly. Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Culkelly.
Na gut. Schwarzmarkt einladen?
Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her.
Ja.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the holographic shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Gerne. Das hierher. So. Hier ist dabei. Helfen. Annehmen. Aber nächstes Mal weiter. Danke fürs Zuschauen. Lassen Leute, wenn ihr seht, Instagram von YouTube. Ja, das ist mir mittlerweile egal. Wie gesagt, danke fürs Zuschauen. Mach's gut. Ja. Bis zum nächsten Mal.
We've arrived at the groundbreaker.